Hey guys, this is Jane and Phil. We had put on Throwback Thursday, this past Thursday, this game called Flinch. Something we got from an antique store. As you can tell, it's very old, and but it's still in pretty good shape. We decided to do a very quick video on this. We're not doing a whole gameplay, but just to show a few people, because I think a few people liked to, the idea of it. Maybe you want to go pick up. You can actually buy this new now, just so you know as well. But if you see it in a thrift store like we did, or an antique shop, you can grab it too. When I first got this game, we took a look at the rules, and in the old days, I'm gonna say the old days, I'm not sure if that's really true, but everything's so tiny. So you start reading it and you're like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to learn this game, screw this.
It's tiny and it looks complicated.
It looks complicated. So I immediately go, I don't like this, goodbye. Well, Philip actually read the damn directions and really understood it. He's really good at card games, though. I'll give him a ton of credit on card games when it comes to stuff. He likes, hearts and all those kind of games, poker, where I'm not as much of a fan, but he taught me how to play it, and it's really easy, actually, which is nice to know. So let's talk about it. You get, obviously, a deck of cards here. The deck is shuffled. That's number one. That's easy. Number two, each player is handed a stack of 10 cards, and that is what is called the Flinch pile. The first card on top you flip over. I have a 13. And that's your starter deck for Flinch. Now, this is what you have to get rid of by the end of the game. The way you win is you get rid of your Flinch pile. You get rid of these 10 cards. And you're like, okay, Jane, how the hell do I do that? Well, we're gonna explain. The second thing is, after each player gets 10 cards in their Flinch pile, you all get a hand of 5 cards dealt to you. Now, I'm gonna be putting my hand on the table. I know it's cheating because then Phil can see, but just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna put my hand on the table because I am actually using the moving camera, so I don't wanna have to hold the cards. So that's my hand right now. Phil has a hand of 5 as well. The last step is the rest of the cards. Now, this is not the fun step, guys, but it's not hard either. You take the rest of the Flinch cards and you literally create stacks of 5. And you just put them in a big old pile. I think this is old, by the way. Right like that, see? And it's supposed to be easy access. So every time you're done with your deck of 5 cards, you have to get another deck of 5 cards, basically, or a hand of 5 cards, and it's just an easy pickup versus having to, pick out and shuffle and, whatever, 5 cards. It's just ready to go, basically. So that's set up. Again, 10 cards each for your Flinch pile, hand of 5 to start. The rest of the Flinch cards go in there in piles of 5. And that's it for setup. So what do I do? So I'm going to take the first turn just because I have the camera. In the middle of the table is your play area. What you want to do is look at your hand. If you have a 1 in your hand, you absolutely have to play it. So I'm going to take that 1 I have, and I'm going to put it in the middle of the table. This is the play area. Now the goal is, in this play area, is to make piles of cards lowest to highest. And the highest number on top would be 15. Okay, so that's very simple. Everybody knows how to count, 1 through 15. But if I look back in my hand now and I say, oh, can I put some? Oh, I can. I can actually put the 2. Put that over there. I can put the 3. And I could put the 4. That was actually a very lucky hand, and that was not, honestly, that was not planned. That's just what Phil, gave me. So I can put the 4, so wonderful. Now I could put a 5, but I don't have a 5. I have a 3. Okay, so if you can't place any other cards, your turn, whatever's in your hand, you take one thing in your hand, I only have 1 left, and you put it in what's called your reserve. Let me just quickly move up here. So you'll have a reserve above your Flinch pile. And you'll have 5 reserve piles. You have to start with 5, and so I only have 1. And that is literally the end of my turn, to be fair. Now, as these piles start to progress up here, you can take from here and put up here. You can take, hopefully, from your Flinch pile and put up here. But the idea is that you're getting rid of this Flinch pile eventually. Okay, so now that may sound very confusing, so we're going to keep playing here for a few turns and let you know. So I'm done with my turn. Okay, so I did 1 through 4. My 3 goes into the reserve, and I still have Flinch. Philip, your turn.
Okay. I do not have a 5.
Okay, and you have no 1s either. Again, if you have a 1, you have to play
and
it.
I don't have any 1s, right?
Okay, so you don't have a 5.
So the only option I have is to start my reserve.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with one of my highest cards because, as you say, it makes sense to go higher to lower.
Yeah, on the reserves, you do want to go higher to lower
Yeah.
because you want to be able to use those cards, obviously, at the lowest point first, right? So that makes sense, hopefully. So Phil's done. That was the end of his turn.
Yep.
Now, I have no hand anymore. Oh, I do have a hand, actually, but... So I'm going to go ahead and grab a new hand of 5. And again, I'm just going to lay them on the table for you guys, even though Phil can see my cards, but that's okay for this example. And as you can see, I do not have a 5. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of high cards, unfortunately. So again, I'm going to have to take one of my cards and put it in my reserve to make my second reserve pile. And that literally is the end of that turn. Phil?
Right, I still don't have a 5, so I'm going to put another card down.
Right. And as you guys know, I don't have a 5 either, so I'm going to go ahead and make my third reserve pile with a 12.
Same. Put that there.
As you can see, if you have high cards, it's very hard in the beginning. I'm going to do another 12 in the reserve.
I'll put 7 over there.
Okay, and then of course I have an 8. Now I have 5 reserve piles, so any ones that I have to put in reserve from this point forward goes on top of these piles. As Phil mentioned, you want to go highest to lowest as best you can.
Right, but you can choose on your side which piles you put them on. You don't have to do it evenly.
Okay, so you got 5 cards,
that's
so that's all you can do now too. So I have 1 card left in my hand. It's an 8. Of course I can't do anything with it, but now I have to choose which pile to put it on, and obviously the best choice is probably the 12. And that's my turn, and now Phil grabs a new pile.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a couple more here to show you how it works. Any 5s
I'm
in that
still
pile?
in the same situation,
Okay.
so I will put down 11.
All right, now I'm going to go ahead and take a new deck, a new hand. Let's see what I got here, guys. Nothing. No 5s, unfortunately.
Wow.
I'm ready for the 1 if it ever comes up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take, I don't know. I'm going to take the 9 and put it on my 12.
Okay, I'll put the 12 here. I don't have any.
There's going to be a lot of this, I think, right now. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and put the 11 on my 14.
I'm going to put another 14.
And this game can go really fast, honestly, when it comes to this. Unfortunately, my cards really suck. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to put the 9 on top of the 15 on top of the 9 because that's all I can do. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 on the 3.
Yeah, I have the same situation here. I have to bury.
And I'm going to put the 3, oh gosh, I don't know, on the 8. It's the best I can do. So, unfortunately, we got some high cards to start. Phil's going to grab a new pile.
Yeah, hopefully we get some.
I'm hoping we can
here.
get to the point where at least one of us does the reserve. We'll see. Oh, he's got a 1. Does he have a 2?
I do not have a 2, so I have to put something down here.
All right, now I do. So let's see. So I can do. Well, first I grab a pile. Right? Don't I grab? Yeah, grab my pile first because I don't have any cards. All right. So first, let's see what I have in my pile here. See, 10, 12. No, not much. Okay, fair enough. So I am gonna use the 2, and I'm gonna use 3. Unfortunately, I do not have a 4, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 13 here.
Okay. I don't have a 4, a 5, or a 4, so put one down.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't have a 5 or a 4. So I'm going to keep putting reserves as well. So I'm going to put a 12. Phil. So here we are in the same kind of predicament. So
Yeah. 15.
I know it's awful when that happens. Phil's going to grab a new pile. Hopefully, he has a 5 or a 4 or a 1 maybe.
All right. I have a 5.
There you go. Yeah.
And I have a 4.
All right.
And I have a 6.
Oh, he's taking. Now, see what he did? He just took it off of his
Flinch
pile, which is good. Now, when he does that, he automatically turns over the next card. Ooh,
And it's a
when he
1,
puts
so
that
I
out,
have to
he's
play
got to
it.
put it out, and he turns it over again.
And there's
Oh,
a 5.
Watch
Ooh,
out.
look what's
See,
happening
this
here.
is what can happen, folks.
Oh,
And then a 12. Okay,
But
so
I do have a 7.
all right.
I buried my 8, so all I can do is this.
All right, that was a good turn.
Yeah.
That was a really good turn. Okay, I only have one thing left in my hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and play that 6. But guess what? I have a 7. I have an 8. I don't have a 9, unfortunately. And I don't have, I do have another 8.
Oh, yeah, 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do not have a 9 or a 2. Just double checking myself. So I have to grab the flinch a hand because I have to put something down. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, bunch of bananas. Oh, I have a 9.
9. There you go.
All right, so I can do a 9. I also have 10 in there.
Mm-hmm.
I can take an 11 for my reserve.
Wow,
Watch you look at me. 12,
There we go.
13,
Oh, back up.
and oh wait, you're right. Let's Phil's being kind. 13 for my flinch pile would be smarter, folks. Then I turn my flinch pile. Ah, it's another 13. Okay, 14. I do have that 15. And now this one went to 15, so we take it away. It's as high as it can go. So we just put that to the side. Okay, let's just make sure what else I have here. So I have a 9. I have a 10 in my hand. Hey, watch out, guys. Here we go. 10. I don't have an 11. I don't have a 2. So I'm going to have to put a 15 on my reserve. But that was a pretty good hand.
That was a good hand.
All right.
Okay.
One more. Let's do one more for Phil, and then we'll
Yep.
cut it short.
So I've got an 11 sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
And a good old 12 on the flinch pile.
Yeah, oh, watch out.
Come on, 13. Nope, a
No.
7. Nope. So I'll put a 10 down.
All right. Oh, what the heck. I'll just go ahead and show you my last card here. I have a 15, so I can't do anything with it, so I'm just going to put it on top. I don't know. I'll put it on top of the 13. Can't hurt. And let's leave it there. But that's really easy. It's really, and we are 10 minutes right now, so I don't make it much longer. But that's how you play flinch. The idea is that once that reserve pile goes to nothing, then you win the game. So Phil's probably closer, obviously, because he's used a lot of his cards, and I have not. So we'll see who wins this game. Maybe we'll let you know later. But anyway, that's how you play flinch. Very easy. Hope you guys enjoyed the quick video, and buy yourself a copy if you like it. Talk to you later. Bye.